Hi, Adriana. I heard you were going to get married. Huh? Oh, long time no see, Evelyn. When's the wedding going to be? We're planning on having it next spring. From who did you hear I was getting married? My mom was talking to your mom on the phone today. That's when I heard. Oh, is that so? I guess my mom did say that she was still in contact with your mom even after we moved into the neighboring city. I heard that you were going to marry the CEO of a large company. Oh, yeah? Of course you're going to invite me to the wedding, right? I wish you would understand how much I want to celebrate the wedding of an old friend. You'll invite me, right? Well, if you insist that much. Okay, I'll invite you. Should I send the invitation to your parents' house? Yep, that's fine. Still, though, it seems like everyone around me is getting married recently. There are other people getting married as well? Yes. Just this day before I heard about your wedding, I got a text from a friend from university that she was going to get married. She says her husband is a soon-to-be CEO of a company. I'm so jealous of you two. Both of you have struck fortunes. It's not like I'm marrying him for the money or anything, though. But still, it makes me so jealous. Oh, sorry. Can we end the conversation here? I'm currently on the way to the convenience store. Alright. Well then, I'll be waiting for that invitation to your wedding! Hi, Adriana. I got the invitation to your wedding. Oh, okay. Reply as to whether you'll come or not by the date written on the invitation. Alright. But still, I'm getting so many wedding invitations, it's a mess. Oh, you said that everyone around you was getting married, right? Yep. In fact, there's another wedding ceremony I need to go to the day after yours. Oh, really? That means you're going to have to go to wedding ceremonies back to back. Will you be able to manage it? Both are in the capital, so it's fine. More importantly, though, I keep looking at the specs of everyone's husbands. Who's marrying into a fortune and who's marrying a regular office worker. You know, I remember it for everyone. That's an interesting way of remembering things. Do you think so? Well, just reply to the invitation, alright? Got it. Hi, Adriana. Are you getting along with your fiancé? What? Yeah, there aren't really any problems between us. Oh, is that so? What is it? There wasn't any hidden meaning. I was just jealous that you're marrying a rich man. Can I be honest with you? Huh? It's true that I'm going to be marrying the CEO of a large company, but it's not like I married him for the money. There you go again, LOL. There was no way for me to know that the person I've been going out with since I was 15 would start his own company in the future, right? You were going out with him since you were 15? That's the 3rd year of middle school, right? He's not someone from the same grade, right? Because I didn't know him. He's the same age, but he went to a different school than us. I met him at the cram school I was going to prepare for high school entrance examinations. We took the exams for the same school and we both passed, and we've been going out ever since the first day of high school. So that's how you two met. But at the end of the day, you're still marrying a rich man, right? I run the company alongside him. What? Okay, we're finished talking about this topic. There's something else I need to take care of, so bye. Hi, Adriana. Where do you think I am right now? Are you already sleeping or something? Alright, I'll tell you the answer. I'm currently in a hotel with your fiancé. I was only your friend back in middle school because you would do whatever I told you to do, and that meant using you to my advantage was really easy. Put simply, you were my personal servant. And yet, you suddenly got engaged to a rich man. And he's handsome as well. That's why I stole him from you. Well, that's all I wanted to tell you. Oh, and I'm not coming to the wedding ceremony tomorrow. I mean, I stole your fiancé, so it's going to be canceled anyways, I suppose. Bye then. What is the meaning of this? What do you mean you stole my fiancé? This isn't funny, Evelyn. Besides, I was with my fiancé when you sent me these texts, so I know that they're not true. I myself am a witness that can prove that he didn't cheat on me, but still, I don't know what your intentions are, but it seems you don't want to celebrate my wedding. I understand you're not coming to my wedding anymore. Bye then. Adriana! Hey, what's the meaning of this? Only my seat isn't at the wedding reception. Explain this to me now. Huh? Evelyn? I apologize for being late to the wedding and not being able to make it to the ceremony at the chapel. And not telling you about it, but there was some emergency that I had to take care of during the morning, and I was only able to make it to the wedding now. And yet, when I tried to enter, my seat was gone. This is so cruel. I thought we were old friends that could talk about anything with each other. Didn't you say that you weren't coming? What? Didn't you tell me last night that you wouldn't come? Why are you even here? Hold on. When I said I wouldn't be coming to the wedding, I meant tomorrow's wedding. Didn't you send me a bunch of texts last night? About how you stole my fiancé and how you wouldn't come to the wedding? What? I'm busy with preparations for the wedding reception. Bye. Adriana, there's a misunderstanding. Those texts were meant for a different person. I accidentally bombed you with texts instead of them. Those weren't meant for you. I told you before that there was another wedding ceremony that I would be going to the day after yours, right? The groom I stole was the groom of that wedding, not yours. I said I wouldn't come to that wedding. I still want to come to yours. You see, the bride and groom of tomorrow's wedding are acquaintances from university. She was always so rude to me, even though she was so poor. And she's trying to just sneakily marry a rich man. Which is why I thought I needed to teach her a lesson and... I'm happy about your marriage from the bottom of my heart, Adriana. These people have nothing to do with you. I have nothing against you, so let me come to the wedding reception. Adriana, please. Reply to my texts. Adriana, help me. What do you want? You see, I'm being asked to pay alimony. Not only that, but the bride is making me pay for the cancellation fees of the wedding and also the cancellation fees for the honeymoon. Her name is Beth, right? The bride whose groom you stole and was forced to cancel the marriage ceremony and their honeymoon they had planned. She also canceled the marriage ultimately, right? You've always had a habit of insulting people like that from time to time. I always noticed it, but it was usually tolerable, so... But to think that you would become the kind of woman who would steal someone else's fiancé.
Did I tell you that her name was Beth?
I heard about it from your mom. It seems that when the bride was reproaching you for stealing her groom, you brought up the fact that you sent me messages that were actually meant for her, right? She said that she wanted me to send her screenshots of the texts you sent me, since it could be used as proof of what you and her groom had done. She also told me the details of what had happened.
You sent her the screenshots?
I mean, can you blame me? You bothered us with what you did as well.
What? What did I do to you guys? Rather, you're the ones who made me really sad by getting rid of my seat at the reception.
But weren't you trying to come to my wedding after you just ruined the marriage of one of your friends?
But that has nothing to do with you.
It seems Beth had already noticed that you two were cheating beforehand. Apparently, she was waiting with her relatives outside the hotel you two were at that night. The groom was immediately caught, but you took advantage of everyone's attention being focused elsewhere to make a run for it. Which is why you arrived at my wedding late, which you had intended to come to immediately before getting caught. That's what happened on the day of my wedding, right?
You know that much?
Not only that, but I heard you were planning on getting lost in the crowd at my wedding reception and use that time to plan out how you were going to make an escape.
You know even that?
Those messages you sent me by accident? Now that I think about it, I was lucky to have received those messages. If I hadn't, I wouldn't have let you come to my wedding without knowing about anything you'd done.
But the incident involving Beth and your wedding are completely unrelated. I was planning on attending your wedding ceremony and celebrating just like everyone else.
I don't want someone who steals another person's fiancé celebrating my marriage. You disgust me from the bottom of my heart.
But Adriana, I'm all alone. Everyone's left me. I was also unlucky enough for one of my colleagues at work to be an acquaintance of Beth, which means that everyone at our company found out that I stole Beth's fiancé. I couldn't stand how everyone looked at me, so I quit, which means that I have no choice but to rely on you for help from now on.
Will you really not understand unless I tell you in clearer terms?
What?
I don't want to be friends with someone so inhuman that they would steal someone else's fiancé.
But we've known each other forever.
Don't think that just because we were old friends doesn't mean that we're unconditionally friends forever. Don't contact me ever again. Bye.
Adriana?
I heard this from Evelyn's mom at a later date. First of all, the groom that had cheated on his bride with Evelyn lost his position as the next CEO after this incident. His parents cut ties with him, and after paying what he needed to pay, quit the ceremony as well. He broke up with Evelyn as well and left his hometown as if he intended on starting completely anew. Evelyn, on the other hand, apparently not only did she think that there wouldn't be an alimony since the couple weren't married yet, but she also never even thought about having to pay for the wedding ceremony and the honeymoon's cancellation fees. I heard that when she saw that she had to pay tens of thousands of dollars, she fell to her knees and started shuddering in fear. Her parents didn't help her in any way, and in fact cut ties with her after the incident. Evelyn, all alone, now works mainly at a brothel, and is forced to take on shifts every day to support herself.
Are you still at work, Luther? I'll just text you what I need to tell you. It's about my business trip to Okinawa that I was supposed to come home from today. My flight was delayed because of the typhoon, so I'm going to be staying here for 1 more month. Also, Ellen's going to be coming home from school early because of the typhoon. She's going to be home earlier than usual, so take care of her, okay? Can you talk right now, Mrs. Banks? Oh, hi, Alexa. Did the typhoon hit there as well? Yup. It looks like the real storm is yet to begin. But already the weather is getting rough. That reminds me. You were supposed to come home from your business trip to Okinawa today, right? How is it over there? Well, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. I can't come home today since my flight's been delayed because of the typhoon. Oh, the weather's still bad over there? The typhoon's already passed, but the flight I was supposed to be on was delayed. I probably won't be able to get home by tonight, so I'm going to stay here for one more day. I see. Take care then. There's one more thing I want to talk to you about. You can see our house from the apartment you live in, right? What? Well, yes, I can. Can you see if the light in our house is on or not? Sure thing, I guess. Your house is right across the street and I can see it from my veranda. To tell you the truth, I can't contact my husband, even though he's supposed to be working remotely today. Considering the weather today, he's probably at home if he's a remote worker, right? It's fine if that's the case, but Ellen's elementary school is making the kids go home early today because of the typhoon. I told him about this, but he wouldn't reply. I'm worried about Ellen, so I would appreciate it if you could check in on her as well. So I should just check in on the house, right? Yep, thanks. Mrs. Banks? How is the house? Alexa, it's terrible! I found Ellen outside on her own in the middle of the typhoon. What? I take a look at your house from my veranda just like you told me to, which is when I saw Ellen curled up in front of your front door. I rushed and brought her into my house and made her take a bath. Luckily, she had no injuries, but she's just a 9-year-old girl. This is terrible. Why was she there? Was my husband Luther not inside the house? He probably wasn't. When I saw Ellen, my first thought was to bring her into your house and give her a bath. But when I tried to open the front door, it wouldn't open. I asked Ellen about it, and she said she forgot her keys in the house that morning. So I then brought her into my house. I gave her some hot milk when she got out of the bath, and she was probably so relieved that she's now sound asleep. So that's what happened. I was thinking about asking Ellen what exactly happened, but I thought that she needs to rest first, so she hasn't told me anything yet. Not knowing what happened makes me really anxious, but thanks for saving Ellen. If you don't mind, could you take care of Ellen until I get home? Of course. The rain is just getting stronger and stronger, so there's no way we can leave the house right now. Thanks, I'm counting on you. Still, though, I wonder where Luther went off to. Me and my husband tried contacting him from both our smartphones, but he wouldn't reply. I gave him a brief explanation of what happened and told him that Ellen was safe with me, but my texts remain unread. But his car was gone, so it's likely that he went off somewhere. Understood. Thanks for the information. Can you tell me if you find out anything important? I know you have Ellen to take care of as well, so you don't need to exert yourself too much. It's fine. Me and my husband will take turns looking after her. Sorry for everything. I wouldn't know what to do without you.
Oh, hi, Alexa. You were texting me? I was so focused on my work, so I didn't notice until it was late at night now. Sorry, remote work is so scary because there's no one to tell you to take a break at times like this. I also had the text from your mom. Oh, I see, you couldn't come home because your flight was cancelled. Because of the typhoon, right? And Ellen is at your mother's apartment as well. Got it. Well then, I think I'll go to bed now. Good night.
Good morning, Mom. How are things over there? Alexa, I was just thinking about contacting you. I took a look at your house from my veranda, and I saw your husband coming home in his car. Did Luther have a sister or something? Nope, he only has one brother. Did something happen? You're probably going to be very surprised at this, but I'm sorry. I saw him going to your house with a young woman. Huh? Are you sure that's what you saw? Sorry, I know this is all so sudden. What? There's no reason for you to be sorry. You did nothing wrong, Mother. Anyways, I need to get home as soon as possible because I can't do anything from here. I'm about to board the airplane. I can come home as soon as I turn in some papers involving my business trip to my office. I'll go directly to your house. I'll probably be there a bit past noon. I understand. But still, I'm glad today was a day off. We're still taking care of Ellen, all right? Yep. Thanks. Luther, it looks like you were so focused on your work that you didn't notice my text until late at night yesterday. But didn't you notice that you had locked Ellen out?
What? Oh, yeah, sorry about that, Alexa. I'll express my sorry and gratitude to your mother later. Anyways, though, you're working now, right? You said you were gonna go to the office after your plane arrives, right? Must be tough having to work on a weekend.
Oh, I didn't say that I was going to work at the office.
What?
There are employees that go to work on weekends, but today's actually a day off for me, and I just had to go to the office to take care of something because my plane was delayed yesterday. I couldn't bring home important papers involving a business deal, you know? I just made a quick pit stop at the office to store the papers.
What? Does that mean that... Where are you right now, Alexa?
I don't know. Where do you think I am?
I have no idea. Why didn't you tell me?
Well, I guess there's no use hiding anything from you now that I'm already here.
What?
You're currently in her bedroom, right?
What?
Why don't you and the woman you're with come down to the living room?
What?
Of course, I'd appreciate it if you two put your clothes on.
Hey, hold on. Alexa? What do you mean exactly by that?
Are you actually pretending you don't know what I'm talking about? I know all of it now, you asshole.
Damn it. Shit! All of you just had to come. You didn't have to kick me out like that, you know?
I don't think that's what an asshole says after doing an asshole thing in a house that I own.
Why'd you have to call my mother as well, though? I was told not to come home to my parents' house because of that.
It's probably because your mother loves her only grandchild, Ellen, so much. And it's only been a few years since she divorced your father for cheating, right? To think that her own son would do the same thing. What you did was probably like rubbing salt on a wound that was yet to fully heal. No wonder she was furious with you.
Damn it.
Oh, that reminds me. I also told the husband of the woman you were with about the relationship you two were having.
You what?
They're also talking about divorce.
Hold on a minute. You knew who my girlfriend was, but you still...
Of course I did. You would think that it's obvious that getting caught with the wife of the CEO of the company you work at is a serious deal, but you still did it seems.
Shit.
You're probably going to go through a lot starting now, right?
Nah, don't do it.
I wonder if they'll even let you stay in the company. You thought that no one would find out you were skipping work and making out with your girlfriend instead, since you work remotely, right? It seems that you two went to a love hotel in the middle of a working day even.
How should I have guessed that I might have been caught even when I work remotely?
Apparently, it's not that hard to check if you're actually doing work, or not by looking at computer logs and at when you logged in and logged off. It's amazing how much technology has advanced, don't you think?
Who cares about how much technology has advanced?
Well, we're done here, right?
What?
I booked an appointment at a lawyer's office tomorrow. I need to prepare for it.
A lawyer?
What are you surprised at? I told you about it the day I got proof that you were cheating on me, right? That I would hire a lawyer to make you pay an alimony, and also pay for Ellen's child support.
I don't have that much money. I'm even about to be fired from my job. Why are you getting so mad even? It's just one time I cheated on you. All you have to do is be a bit patient so we can work things out without having to divorce. I'm not paying you a cent. How'd you find out? I thought that no one would find me here.
Oh, you received the content certified letter, did you? I've already gotten hands-on information saying that you ran to your father's house.
What?
You see, your father deeply regrets that he cheated on your mother.
Huh?
You were wrong if you thought that your father, who had done the same thing as you in the past, would side with you.
What?
Basically means that your father is on my side.
Huh? What did you say?
Anyways, apparently you turned in your letter of resignation to your company.
So what if I did?
If that's the case, it seems your father's going to make you work at the construction company he's been working for ever since he and your mother got divorced.
Huh?
I only heard about it after your mother told me, but it was called the Iwanami Group, right?
The Iwanami Group?
Apparently they're famous for reforming social degenerates like you.
Any social degenerate can become an upstanding human.
Oh, so you knew their model.
So it wasn't just me imagining things when I thought that my father seemed different to who he was a few years ago?
Well then, good luck becoming an upstanding human.
Wait,
I won't wait.
I don't wanna!
Goodbye.
No!
Luther's father pretended to sympathize with Luther when he fled to him, but he actually told me about it immediately. Thanks to the work of my father-in-law, who is nothing like he was a few years ago and is now basically a saint, the Iwanami Group arrived 1 hour after me and Luther's final conversation. Luther was taken away in a black van screaming, "You lied to me!" It seemed that the CEO's wife was also sent to the Iwanami Group through a different acquaintance of hers. Thanks to them, I received the alimony asked for from both Luther and the CEO's wife. And I also received child support for Ellen every month. After the divorce, it was decided that I would live with my parents. Ellen, who loves her grandparents, was overjoyed when I told her about it. I plan on overlooking the growth of this beautiful child as her role model, and live from now on as an upstanding human being.